Tennessee's wild side, broadcast for nearly 2 decades, was originally created through a vision of the Jackson Foundation. The foundation remains a supportive partner in the mission to educate viewers about wildlife, natural resources, and opportunities for outdoor adventure.
The buffalo, AKA bison, were actually on the property before Shelby Farms became a park. The county superintendent brought them in to help preserve a part of American history. And today, they remain as one of the park's biggest attractions.
They definitely roam around. In one day, you can see them in all different parts of the pasture within the same day. Some days they will stay in one area more often, but it just depends on what their mood is.
Giant beasts slowly grazing on fields of new grass. This small herd of American buffalo gives an impression of passive and gentle creatures. But don't be fooled.
They do come up to the fence, but we make sure our guests are never touching them or anything. Even just putting your hand through, they shake their head around and they could hurt somebody. They're wild and unpredictable.
Even so, being wild, unpredictable, and potentially dangerous doesn't mean they're not lovable.
I love them. I think they're awesome. I think I have a respect for them. I give them their space, but they're also adorable. And there's a really old one that we called Narla because she looks like an old gnarly witch.
She's a wise old witch. She's always in the puddles, like she's always dirty. Even if the others are all clean, she's always found a way to get like hay on her face or like mud all up on her. She's crazy and I love her.
And then there's the little baby one that we have, our runt from last year. We named her Snippet. So there's 2 of them that have like special names.
Reality requires caution to be a priority for park rangers Brooke Miller and Austin Harrington every time they enter buffalo territory.
Well, we always try to make sure that there's 2 gates between the buffalo and the outside world.
They hang out around the corral when they're ready to eat.
There's a round pen with 2 gates, and we'll open the first gate in the round pen so that we can get in there and close the second gate so that when the buffalo come, that gate is closed and we're able to get out and around that round pen and we're able to do whatever we need to make sure that the buffalo have the food distributed throughout the troughs and that everything's good before we close the exterior gate and open the interior gate so that the buffalo can access their food.
Like cattle and horses, bison tend to feed on grass when it's available, but supplemental feeding is required for a domestic herd with limited range.
They forage out here about 11 hours a day, and then in the winter it'll be about 3 bags several times a week. And we just pour out their bags in here, let them in, they go to town. We also usually order excess hay, but they usually eat about 25 bales of hay per winter as well. There's a couple of natural springs out in the pasture, and there's also a buffalo trough that I go and fill it up every week and make sure that it's clean. And there's also an automatic waterer just in case that trough ever goes dry or anything.
One of our most frequent questions is, are they buffalo or bison? The animal is actually scientifically named bison, but buffalo is a more colloquial term, and that's the term we like best here at Shelby Farms Park. There is nothing more adorable than a group of school children on a field trip seeing this herd of buffalo roaming right in front of them.
Massive buffalo herds crossing the landscape or a sight that has not been seen by any person still living and most likely will never be seen again.
I heard there was like 50 to 60 million originally across North America, just from shore to shore, and that would be an amazing sight.
Millions in one herd, I just can't imagine it. It would have been one of the most amazing sights on the entire planet.
Restoration of a small portion of the population has taken a lot longer than it did to virtually destroy it.
It's horrifying. But I'm really glad that the conservation efforts were able to restore the species and that we're still able to see them today, even if it's not in the same numbers as it was historically.
And here at Shelby Farms Park in Memphis, the caretakers have learned a lot about their little herd and are happy to share that knowledge with visitors.
They're our mascot for a reason. They're really resilient, strong, amazing animals, and we're very proud to take care of them.
It's amazing that we're still able to see them today, and I love being able to help preserve that.
Tennessee's Wild Side has been a presentation of the Jackson Foundation in association with Rockwater TV.